Hey everyone, welcome to Car Review. Today we're going to do a no spoiler review of the new movie Midway, and I'm going to keep this one pretty short because I found this movie to be really boring. Here's the biggest problem I have with Midway, is that I did not know anything about the Battle of Midway before the movie, and when I watched the movie, I was not interested in the plot or the story at all. Then I go home and I look up the Battle of Midway, and I found the reading of the Battle of Midway to be a lot more entertaining than the actual movie. The Battle of Midway is this giant naval battle that took place during World War II, and it's fascinating. You should definitely check it out if you're a fan of history or military history. It's an amazing read. Just find any info you can about it. But the problem is that after reading that and thinking about this movie, it just reaffirmed my own assessment, where I just found this movie to be boring. The way that they told the Battle of Midway was not in a very action-packed oriented way. It was much more of a character-driven piece, as opposed to, showing the conflicts and the battles. There's a lot of moments in this movie where they set up a great battle scene. They show planes coming in, going in a dive bomb formation, and then they just cut away. And they do that over and over and over again. And granted, the Battle of Midway takes place over 4 days, which again, I didn't know until after the movie. So I could see in hindsight why they wanted to break it up so much. They wanted to make this battle last as long as they could, but it never gave any of the battle sequence room to breathe. You immediately get put into a battle sequence and then you're yanked out. I mean, seriously, sometimes you would see planes flying for like a minute to 2 minutes at a time, and then it would cut back to, an office building or aboard a ship. And I found that to just be the biggest drawback was I was constantly getting pulled out of the movie. I was getting into this mindset of, okay, here we go, we're in the plane, we're diving down, like I'm strapped in, and then whoops, no you're not. And I just, I want to really preference that to people who are looking for a good action adventure. You're not going to find it here, but if you're looking for historical accuracy, you will find it in Midway. It just depends on what you're looking for in this movie. I was disappointed because I wanted something more on the lines of like a Hacksaw Ridge that follows this amazing group of characters, or even an individual character. You ultimately follow a group, but I also wanted there to be just these amazing action sequences. I wanted there to be this massive build-up to the Battle of Midway, and there is a build-up, and it just, for me, it did not pay off. I also found the characters, while interesting, I didn't think that they were really executed well enough, and that's really surprising because this cast was pretty amazing. You had people like Ed Skrein from Deadpool, Aaron Eckhart, and Joe Jonas, and just a couple other really good named people that I can't think of right now. They're not coming to me name, but I mean, anyway, you have talent in this movie, and they try to do accents and do different character beats, and it all just didn't really fit well for me. I mean, they had some pretty good dialogue, I guess, between characters, like that banter you get between pilots or navalmen, but just overall, some of the way they said things, and the actions they did and the actions they didn't do, I found just to be kind of bland ish. Sometimes the characters are really in their moments, and then they're not, and I don't know if that was from the actor's perspective, if they were trying to play this dual concept with these characters, or what. I don't know. It was just, the movie was really messy for me. I thought it had so much potential, and it didn't work for me in a couple of different ways. And I hope people that do go out and see it enjoy it, but for me, it just wasn't. It didn't excite me. It felt long, and I was ready to get out of there when it was over, and it just seemed like it was going on and on and on, which is really disappointing because I love a good war movie. And sadly, Midway is not a good war movie. So that is my review of Midway. If you like this video, comment, share, like, subscribe to all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace.